person cannot just declare bankruptcy and then sort of have all of his debts miraculously vanish. Yes, bankruptcy can discharge, essentially get rid of certain types of debts, but not these debts.
Then you're out of luck. That debt is priority debt, and it's not wiped out by a bankruptcy filing.
Rumor has it Money Mayweather Jr., TMT, is going broke, bankrupt. Is this true? Can someone explain to me how on earth do you spend or waste 400 million?
A shocking new report from CNN has surfaced claiming leaked evidence shows Floyd Mayweather may have burned through nearly $500 million in only 6 months, pushing him toward financial collapse. According to the details, Floyd allegedly kept purchasing extravagant mansions without fully considering the crushing tax burdens that come with owning properties at that level. If true, it paints a picture of spending so reckless that it directly feeds into the rumors of his downfall.
And the bank knows, the mortgage companies know, that maybe you'll keep your house 7 years. So the greatest tax write-offs for that home mortgage is within the first 7 or 10 years. Do you know that if you have a 30-year mortgage, let's just say it was for $200,000, that in the first 20 years, you've only paid down $100,000 of principal? Why? Because all of that money went for interest.
And even if Mayweather were truly facing bankruptcy, that wouldn't magically erase what he owes. Financial collapse doesn't wipe away obligations like taxes or outstanding debts. Back in 2017, the IRS reportedly filed a lien claiming Floyd still owed $22.2 million from 2015, despite his public insistence that he had already paid around $26 million that year. On top of that, older unresolved tax issues from 2010, totaling about $7.2 million, were still hanging over him.
Bad news is that not all of the debt that you owe to the IRS is actually dischargeable under the bankruptcy code. Priority debt or more recent debt is not dischargeable.
Floyd has always been famous for showing off unimaginable wealth, and his headline-making claim of a $42 million New York property deal only added fuel to the fire. Fans were impressed, but others immediately began questioning the timing. With whispers of unpaid debt circulating, many wondered if these giant purchases were bold power moves, or warning signs of financial priorities spiraling out of control.
Mayweather, man.
Man, do we got money or not? I don't know what's going on.
I'm lost.
Man, I seen, I think Stephen A. was talking about he was bankrupt.
See, I know he came out with this commercial talking about he just invested in this deal that's worth like $402 million that's dealing with 60 apartment buildings.
Yeah, I heard the nigga bought half of New York.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And so he walking down the street of New York. Yeah, I own that one. I own that one.
I seen that too.
So some people reached out to the agencies that he's connected with about this deal, and they said no comment.
Let me say something. I got a question. Niggas is nosy for no reason.
Nosy as hell.
What? What I'm reaching out to these people about they deal for?
He want to talk to you about the Floyd Mayweather deal? No comment. But they say his name ain't on no paperwork or nothing.
I seen him on something. He look like a bum.
Floyd?
He was looking like a bum, had like he ain't shaved in months.
Oh yeah, I seen that too.
There's no way this man is broke. There's no way.
Yeah.
If he is, I don't know where the money went to.
Of course, Mayweather's obsession with luxury doesn't stop at real estate. His car collection is almost unreal. Multiple Bugatti Veyrons, Lamborghinis, Rolls-Royces, and in some cases, duplicates of the exact same model in different colors. What makes it even crazier is that several of these vehicles reportedly haven't even been driven. They're not just cars, they're trophies of excess.
Mayweather's rarest cars. First, we have his Bugatti Veyron 16.4. This one's going for about $1 million. His Ferrari Enzo going for about $2 million. His Lamborghini Murcielago going for about $500,000. His Bentley Mulsanne going for about $300K. He owns at least 29 Rolls-Royce Phantoms, and each of these start at about $450,000. He also has a Bentley golf cart going for about $30,000. And lastly, we have his Koenigsegg CCXR Trevita. This one's going for about $5 million.
Even with reports of massive money owed, including alleged multimillion-dollar liabilities tied to fighters like Gervonta Davis and other obligations overseas, Mayweather hasn't slowed down at all. The spending continues. More homes, more cars, more rare collectibles. Recently, Floyd attempted to calm the public by releasing a video tour of his real estate across America, claiming he's shifting away from luxury purchases and focusing more on commercial buildings that actually generate income. It was his way of saying, "I'm not just spending, I'm investing." But not everyone bought it.
Floyd Money Mayweather is at it again. This time, not in the ring, but in the real estate market. The undefeated boxing champ just sold his Miami Beach mansion for a jaw-dropping $22 million. Let's break down the numbers and see why Floyd's still living up to his nickname. Mayweather originally bought this stunning waterfront property in 2021 for $18 million. Fast forward 3 years and he's walking away with a cool $4 million profit. Not bad, right? And here's a fun twist. The buyer is taking on a $13 million mortgage, which comes with monthly payments of nearly $99,000. Now, let's talk about the mansion itself. It's a 3-story masterpiece, spanning over 9,000 square feet with 9 bedrooms and 3.5 bathrooms. But the amenities? Next level. A 5,000 square foot rooftop with panoramic views, a private dock for a 30-meter yacht, a movie theater, gym, game room, and even smart home tech. Plus, it's located in a guard-gated community. Ultimate privacy for the ultra-rich. This isn't Floyd's only play in the property game. He recently listed his Beverly Hills estate for a whopping $48 million. That's nearly double the $25.5 million he paid for it back in 2017. If it sells, he'll pocket an insane $22.5 million profit. This Beverly Hills compound is a paradise of its own, with 6 bedrooms, 9.5 bathrooms, and entertainment spaces.
His social media only amplifies that image. Floyd's pages look like a showroom of untouched supercars, rows of blacked-out Ferraris, and spotless vehicles lined up like museum pieces. It's visually stunning, but it also keeps sparking criticism. Some see it as motivation, while others see it as a constant performance meant to convince the world he's untouchable.
I just want to show the people how I live on a daily basis. This right here is rent. So we got this. We like to call this house right here the Palace. It's just the EWB, extended wheelbase, Gucci pillows. All depends on how you want to close the door. Stop talking and film me. Come on. I didn't show you guys this. I bought this like 4 or 5 days ago. I got all type of toys, Apple TV, special machine, all type of crazy stuff. Talked about this yesterday, talked about that. It's blue on the seats. Crocodile Himalaya, 110,000. That's what we do. Live life, have fun, work hard, play hard. Show you guys my lifestyle.
Oscar de la Hoya had no hesitation when discussing Floyd's return to boxing after semi-retirement. In Oscar's view, Mayweather doesn't step back into the ring out of passion. He does it when he wants another massive payday. Mega fights against names like Canelo Alvarez and Conor McGregor, Oscar suggests, weren't about legacy at all. They were about generating record-breaking pay-per-view money.
Me and Canelo are having the last laugh. Canelo is gonna enjoy his lucrative contract. He's gonna fight the very best, unlike Floyd. Waits for fighters to either be over the hill or too young, the way he fought Canelo when he was too young. Right. But look, hey, if Floyd really wants to fight, if he really wants to come out of retirement and crawl under his rock, then call out Canelo once again at 160, okay, 100 pounds, 160 pounds. Call out Canelo and do the rematch, and that's it.
You think he's talking this trash because he wants a rematch? You think he actually wants?
Absolutely.
You think he wants a rematch?
Look, another reason why he's crawled out of his rock, he needs money.
You think he needs money?
Absolutely.
He's always flossy.
It's absolutely, he needs money.
You think he's going
once
broke?
Again, come on. Fighters like that always go broke.
He's always spending, so I guess.
Absolutely. Look, he's not fighting anymore, so that big money's not coming in. Look at what happened to Mike Tyson. He made what, $500 million?
Right.
You think you can't spend $500 million overnight? Absolutely.
You can't.
I doubt he'll ever step into that ring. Floyd's a big freaking
He called Canelo the easiest win of his career.
Yeah, because he was 21 years old.
Right.
Of course. If I fought Ryan Garcia, who's 19 years old, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna beat him easy because of my experience.
So fight him in his prime, he goes down easy.
Easy.
What's your message to Floyd?
Floyd, stay under your rock, dude.
Despite the non-stop reports of tax problems, Floyd continues to insist everything is under control. He brushes off the headlines as exaggerated attacks, repeatedly claiming he's paid millions to the IRS already, including that reported $26 million payment in 2015. According to Mayweather, his empire is solid and the rumors are nothing but media noise. But the fact that these stories keep resurfacing makes the public doubt grow stronger. And outside the ring, his life has also been surrounded by controversy, with multiple women accusing him of emotional manipulation and mistreatment, adding to the perception of someone who believes wealth makes him immune from consequences.
Real quick, okay? So somebody sent me a lawsuit. I gotta go through the details. But apparently, a few of his girls, strippers at Girl Collection are suing him for loss of wages. Okay? Now, I wasn't gonna pay attention to this because I was just like, well, how are y'all strippers and you suing him for loss of wages? I'm trying to figure that out. Like, you get your money from the Patriot. What does he have to do with your money? And so somebody put a little bird in my ear. They said this was the beginning of the lawsuit. Okay, they're going to be adding more allegations of harassment and all this stuff. And I was just like, no, hold up, you worked in a club. And so apparently there's more to come. All right. But here's my thing. I was like, the last person that filed a lawsuit against him, alleging anything, where's she at? Anybody seen her?
Lately, Mayweather has tried to reshape the story around his finances. He's spoken more about building investments that create long-term returns instead of simply buying flashy toys. His famous line, "Money doesn't make me, I make money," was meant to signal maturity and growth. Floyd now claims he's focused on wealth building through real estate and business ventures rather than pure flexing. On the surface, it sounds smart, but the numbers still leave people confused.
You seem really comfortable talking about money. A lot of people in the UK are not. So what are your beliefs around money?
Just because I talk about money doesn't make me a bad person. I mean, I like to have the finer things in life. Money don't make me, I make money. I like to feed my family. You know, we can't feed our family just saying I love you. You know, money is able to put us in a position so we can have the finer things in life. So we are able to travel over to the UK and experience and do different things. We're able to travel to Dubai and other countries and have fun and live life and experience different things. So when you're able to make a lot of money, you're able to do those certain things. And for those people that don't have any money, because life is all about having different experiences. And with me being able to make a lot of money, I'm able to bring my team as well as my family around the world so they can experience different things.
Something you said earlier, Floyd, it really fascinated me. And it gave me an insight that you really learned about money. Is you said in real estate, you got to know what to do on a small scale first.
Yes.
And then you went big. And is that because you don't want to take massive risk because you want to be smart with your money?
Well, you don't go out there and work extremely hard for so many years and then take every dime you got and just put it into something that you don't know about.
Well, a lot of people do, don't they? I mean,
and a majority of the time you get bad results. 90% of the time you get bad results. Just like boxing.
And nothing captures Floyd's obsession with excess quite like one particular item, an $18 million watch. Mayweather proudly owns a Jacob & Company timepiece covered in hundreds of carats of emerald-cut diamonds. Some admire it as a masterpiece. Others see it as yet another symbol of material obsession, bold, loud, impossible to ignore, exactly the way Floyd likes it.
How much is it?
$1.8 million.
$1.8 million watch.
$1.8 million, dude?
You're the first to see it.
That's insane. That
1.8 is high. 18, life.
That happy
Right.
birthday, champ.
That's how we doing.
1 point. That is sick, dude.
But
Wow.
you gotta show him what he say you.
Money green.
Hold on.
This watch was made specifically for the champ, Floyd Money Mayweather. One of one piece.
One of one.
Money team.
Can we see it on him?
Yes, sir.
That one of one.
$1.8 million.
It's a one of one. I love that.
Boxing Doctor News. Hey there, money moves enthusiasts. Let's talk about Floyd Mayweather's wild ride in the world of wealth. 1 minute. We're hearing about financial troubles. The next, he's dropping $402 million on Manhattan real estate. But hold up, plot twist. Now his LA gym employees are protesting, claiming they haven't been paid. Is the money team really out of money? Meanwhile, Mayweather's still flexing, snagging a $20 million property in Midtown. What's the real story here? Is he a real estate mogul or facing a cash crunch? And the biggest question, does Floyd even know what's happening at his gym? This financial roller coaster is giving us whiplash. What do you think is really going on with Mayweather's millions? Drop your theories in the comments.
Because despite all the talk of strategy, Floyd still hasn't addressed many of the unresolved financial red flags. Unpaid taxes, lawsuits, and lingering debts continue to hover over his empire. Even partnerships with major firms like SL Green have led analysts to wonder if Floyd's involvement is more about branding than real financial depth. Rapper 50 Cent has openly mocked Mayweather's constant need to prove his wealth, accusing him of pretending to be richer than he really is. And that public ridicule only adds to the growing suspicion. How much of Floyd's fortune is truly liquid, and how much is tied up in image-driven claims?
Mayweather is on an absolute real estate buying spree. I'm honestly having kind of a hard time keeping up with all this. Just listen to some of these headlines. All of these were posted just in the last 8 days alone. Floyd Mayweather lands $402 million deal to buy over 60 buildings in New York City. Mayweather puts $100 million in $3 billion JV. Mayweather buying a stake in former Versace mansion in Miami Beach. I knew this guy was rich, and it's no secret that he's been doing some big real estate deals lately, but he's absolutely on a roll right now. Different sources give different numbers, but Floyd's net worth is estimated to be as high as $1.5 billion, which makes him one of the wealthiest athletes.
That's all for today's video. Stay tuned, because this story may be far from over.